What is happening, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at an electric shaver from the brand SOOCAS. They reached out to me to see if I wanted to just check it out and offer my opinion. So today we're going to run through the features and really just put this thing through the paces and check it out. This shaver can be found on Amazon and the SOOCAS site directly. And it actually has quite a few points to cover with it, starting first with the packaging that it comes in. This is a very cool box, and you guys know I'm a sucker for good presentation. So in my opinion, it's not cheap, it's not flimsy. They didn't just throw it in any old box, really. You can tell there was a lot of thought going into this packaging, and that's something that I actually really like. Inside the box here, of course, that's really what matters. We have this nice little case that actually houses everything that comes with the shaver, which is also good for keeping things organized. When it goes in the bathroom, it just goes everywhere, and you lose attachments and things like that. So it's nice to have a case like this that you can keep everything together, and one that you can actually travel with as well. This is also where we actually get our first look at the shaver itself, and I think overall the design of this unit is pretty decent, really. It is a little light in my opinion, which I think could be an indicator of long-term durability, but I do think the design is pretty cool. It has a nice big rotary trimmer there on the top, and it also features a really cool LED display, which personally I don't have on any of my other shavers. I know they exist, of course, but I haven't yet had one in my possession is all I'm saying. So I really like this feature. It kind of tells you how much battery you got left and things like that. So that's pretty nice. Before we test this thing out though, cleaning it and changing the head is super easy. This also gives us a look at all the attachments it comes with. To clean it, you just pop the top off there. You can do it with one finger. It couldn't be easier. And then you just run it under some water. It's super easy. This is also a wet or dry shaver too, so I wanted to make sure to say that. To change the head on it, to put one of the other attachments on, you simply pull the top off and then push the one that you want in the top there. It just kind of clicks into place. Super easy. In all, the different heads that come with this one, in addition to the rotary shaver that you just saw, it does have a trimmer head there for lining things up. It's like a precision head. And then it does have a nose trimming head and a cleaning brush, which I do think is super cool personally. A lot of other trimmers that I've gotten or used in the past don't have this feature of having the cleaning brush, so I thought that was pretty cool to see. Time now to see how this thing actually works. I will be going through each attachment for you to see here, starting with that rotary shave head here. This one works again for dry or wet shaving, so you're not limited to either one. I am testing it with dry because I often have trouble with shavers and trimmers irritating my skin, so I kind of wanted to see if this would happen with this one. And so far it just seems to be going through its paces as usual. Let's switch over though real quick to that trimmer head and see how that does, which it does seem to be doing okay. I can tell that it's trimming fairly well. I've definitely used trimmers that work a little bit better than what this seems to be doing, but I also don't shave my entire face either. I usually just do this area around my neck here because really nobody likes a neck beard after all. And then you can see here as I use it too, the 360 floating design head allows for close shaving as it follows every contour of my neck and using air cushion technology to make it comfortable while it works. Another thing that I like about this shaver specifically is that it features a self-grinding head that actually sharpens it the more you use it, so you don't actually have to change the rotary head. It actually sharpens itself. After you're done using it too, you can easily clean it by running it under some water because this works with both dry and wet shaving. So you can see here it's as easy as popping the rotary head off and then running it under the water, and that's pretty much it. It's all clean. Next though, we have the nose trimmer, and this is just super awkward to look at. I know it's awkward for me as well. You're watching me trim my nose hair. So let's just say this one works, and maybe you can just trust me on that and we can move on. And all right, now lastly we have the facial scrub brush. I'm going to wet my face here and then get some soap on there. I'm just gonna hit it with the brush. And overall it's working okay, kind of like the trimmer. I do feel like the power is a little low initially, which you can increase, by the way. I want to make sure I say that. You can increase the power by just long pressing on the power button, which does increase it a little bit, which does make this a little better. You can definitely tell that the power does increase with the brush. It spins just a little bit slower and then it spins just a little bit faster. But I'm not going to lie, even with the power increase, it's not brushing as powerfully as other dedicated brushes that I've used in the past. It does feel like it's doing its job overall. The brush head is nice and soft. It doesn't seem to be irritating my skin, and I do feel like it's actually getting clean, so all is not lost. Now, this shaver specifically does run on Amazon for $79.99, and for that, I do see a pretty nicely designed unit with a lot of very useful heads. The packaging and overall design of the unit is very nicely done, in my opinion. The digital readout readout on the front is also very convenient, and the fact that it has all those changeable heads is also very nice. Again, I do think the unit is a bit light. It's mostly plastic, so that could be a minus here for me, and in the end, I do think the power output is enough for shaving, but for the brush, again, it was a bit light even with that second speed mode. Overall, I do think this will benefit some folks. I do think that some folks will probably find use with different shavers, but for some people, you know, that want just a quick shave and they want these multiple attachments, this might serve you pretty well. I do also want to thank the brand for sending this shaver out for me to look at and offer my opinion on as well. And if you'd like to check this out for yourself, you can find it at SOOCAStech.com. And make sure you check out the 15% off coupon code down in the description as well if you're interested in checking this out for yourself. That is it though for today. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's a huge help for what I'm doing here. Make sure you also drop me a like. I really appreciate that. And let me know what you thought of this shaver as well. I always enjoy hearing from you. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.